بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله حمدا كثيرا طيبا مباركا فيه كما يحب ربنا ويرضاه. إخوتي في الله, today we have a new exercise. You know, you're gonna close your books. So you all close your books. We want to benefit before we start. From here on, inshallah, there are passages, there are stories or passages, stories. You're going to have to explain it from memory, read it from memory from here on to the end of the book. Okay? Some of them are short, some of them are longer than others. So what I want you all to do, every time you have to memorize something, the first thing you're going to do is break it in half. You're going to break it in two parts. So you're going to concentrate on just half. The other half, it doesn't even exist. The other half is not even in your mind. Lessen your accomplishment, make it smaller, and perfect that little half that you have to get first. Perfect it first. And then if you perfected that, then do the second half. For half of the story perfect and the other half a little weak is better than the whole thing wishy-washy. So even when you do your Quran, if the surah, especially if you're reviewing a surah that's 6 pages or reviewing a surah that's 4 pages, just do 2, leave the other 2. As it doesn't even exist. Don't try to go run through the whole. If you're doing a surah that has 10 lines, just do the first 5. I'm talking just reviewing. So you're trying to review and get all that stuff. Just do it. Just do 5. Act like the other 5 doesn't even exist. Put all your concentration on it. So now, with that in mind, we want to look, brothers and sisters online, Assalamu alaikum. Y'all are with us. I know I didn't put anything on the screen because today we're closed book test. Barakallahu feekum. We have the story, Barakallahu feekum. We're going to read it today from memory. We're going to start it easy. We're going to look at the first half only. Everybody's going to read the first half. Yeah, just listen. Get a refresher. هذا الرجل مسلم هذا الرجل مسلم حاله طيب. Let's understand what we're talking about. There's a train of thought here. We're not just memorizing things out of the sky. We're not memorizing vocabulary words. Story. It means something. هذا الرجل مسلم حاله طيب له رب رحيم اسمه الله هو خالق كل شيء لا إله إلا هو. That first part was about the Muslim, and the second part was about Allah. له رب رحيم اسمه الله خالق كل شيء لا إله إلا هو. You're going to go talk about his deen. وله دين عظيم هو الإسلام. That's a sentence by itself. And we'll finish with that topic. وله دين عظيم وهو الإسلام. Finish with that. وله نبي كريم اسمه محمد عليه الصلاة والسلام. Only thing left is about the book. Now we're talking about different topics about the book. And the Quran, kitab. The first is kitab, and the second part is kalam. Al-Quran, kitabu rabbihi wa huwa kalamu rabbil alameen. That's half the story. Take out the oohs and the ahs. Eliminate the oohs and the ahs. هذا الرجل هو مسلم حاله طيب don't say that. Take your time. Aim, shoot. هذا الرجل مسلم حاله طيب له رب رحيم اسمه الله خالق كل شيء لا إله إلا هو وله دين عظيم هو الإسلام. يعني aim shoot. وله دين عظيم هو الإسلام وله نبي كريم اسمه محمد عليه الصلاة والسلام. Only thing left now to talk about is the book now, right? القرآن كتاب ربه وهو كلام رب العالمين. Leave off the other half. We're going to come back. We're going to do that later today. And the Abdul Sabur. Okay, one more time. Lahu. هو خالق كل شيء لا إله إلا هو وله دين عظيم والإسلام وله نبي كريم اسمه محمد عليه الصلاة والسلام. القرآن كتاب ربه وهو كلام رب العالمين. طيب stop there. عندك يا عيسى. Everybody take their time. Take your time. حاله طيب له رب رحيم اسمه الله هو خالق كل شيء لا إله إلا له وله دين طيب وله دين عظيم هو الإسلام. Again, وله دين عظيم هو الإسلام. وله دين عظيم هو الإسلام. وله نبي كريم اسمه محمد عليه الصلاة والسلام. القرآن كتاب ربه وهو كلام العالم. Good. عندك يا غالب. I wasn't here. عندك يا هارون. هذا الرجل مسلم حاله طيب الله. Come on. You said حاله طيب. Okay. له ربي رحيم. له ربي. He has my Lord. له رب. له رب. رحيم. What's his name? له رب رحيم. Again, go back. له ربي له رب رحيم. This is together. It's a merciful Lord, right? It's not a Lord, a merciful. No, it's a merciful Lord together. So I got to say it. Lahu Rabbun Rahimun. Put that together. Good. He's the creator. Good. Again. It's a wallahu. What deen is that? Again, وله دين عظيم هو الإسلام. هو الإسلام. طيب. ليس وله. What's the tanween? عليه نعم. again وله نبي كريم. Now, when y'all say that Muhammad, make sure you stay on that mean. Muhammad. It's a Muhammadan. Muhammadun. Right, that's good. What's the next section? We finished about talking about Allah, then his religion. Na'am. And it is the speech of Allah. Wa again, Al-Quran. Now you can't stop after Kitab because it's connected. Kitabu Rabbihi. Al-Quran, stop there. Kitabu Rabbihi. Wa okay, we don't want to stop after Kalam. Wa huwa kalamu Rabbul Alameen. Wa huwa, we can stop there. Wa huwa kalamu Rabbil Alameen. Good. عندك يا أدقى. First, we're going to talk about Allah first. Okay, let me. رب رحيم. لا إله إلا هو. Right. If you're going to say Ismuhu Allah, you're not going to say Allah again. Like I saw Muhammad and then I talked to Muhammad. You say I saw Muhammad, I spoke to him. Right. You're going to use the pronoun after you use the noun. Illahu. What about his religion? وله دين عظيم. No, هو الإسلام. وله نبي كريم. وله الآن the book of Allah, القرآن. القرآن كتاب من؟ القرآن كتاب ربه. We're talking about now. He said he has a prophet, he has a Nabi. Muhammad alayhi salatu Al-Quran kitab Rabbihi. ما معنى Rabbihi? رب من؟ رب المسلم. كتاب ربه. وهو كلام رب العالمين. طيب يا أمير.
حاله طيب له رب عظيم.
هو رب رحيم.
رب رحيم.
رب
رحيم. اسمه الله وهو خالق كل شيء له دين عظيم.
وهو خالق كل شيء لا إله إلا هو.
لا إله إلا هو.
Take your time. لا إله إلا هو.
لا إله إلا هو. له دين عظيم وهو الإسلام وله النبي.
كان متعلف نعم and تنوين. وله
نبي كريم اسمه محمد عليه الصلاة والسلام. القرآن كتاب ربي وهو كلام رب العالمين.
طيب وهو كلام رب العالمين. You don't want to stop after كلام. عندك يا غالي. نعم اقرأ.
هذا رجل تائب
مسلم.
هذا رجل هذا رجل مسلم حي ولا حي
حاله.
حاله طيب. هذا
So if you want to talk about his Lord,
نعم هو رب الذي هو رب
ليس هو.
نعم
لا،
رب رحيم.
hold on, we're talking about this Muslim man.
هو له
Nah.
رب رحيم هو اسمه الله.
Okay, slow down. Let's go back. هذا الرجل مسلم حاله طيب. Go back, say that again.
وله
Now we're not going to say wa lahu. This is the first time we mentioning something. So we're just going to say lahu.
رب رحيم اسمه الله.
Ah.
هو خالق كل شيء.
Now we're going to get that nice and smooth. Don't mess with it. هو خالق كل شيء.
هو خالق كل شيء. هو لا إله إلا هو.
لا إله. ليس إلا هو. إلا هو.
لا إله إلا هو.
إلا هو.
لا إله إلا هو.
نعم.
نعم هو وله دين العظيم هو الإسلام. وله نبي كريم محمد اسمه محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم. القرآن كتاب الله.
No, I'm sorry. Say that again. No, له نبي.
له نبي كريم اسمه محمد عليه الصلاة والسلام.
Good.
نعم القرآن كتاب الله. القرآن كتاب الله هو كلام رب العالمين.
القرآن
هو كلام رب العالمين.
No, القرآن
القرآن كتاب الله.
كتاب ربه.
كتاب
ربه.
ربه هو كلام رب العالمين.
طيب. Brothers and sisters online, you all pardon me. How you all reading? How you all doing? All right, before we go to the second half, y'all repeat after me. We don't got no books. هذا الرجل مسلم. Like the tanween is important now. Tanween is on. You got it. If it's alif lam. Tanween. هذا الرجل مسلم. حاله طيب. Tanween. حاله. Let me ask a question. حاله. Is this ma'rifa or nakira? Ma'rifa. Let me ask a question. The pronouns huwa, wa hiya, wa anta, wa anti. That ma'rifa or nakira? Ma'rifa. So the damir muttasil is ma'rifa. Listen to this. The damir is a ma'rifa, right? Type. What makes something ma'rifa? Either the alif lam, right? Okay. What else? The damir muttasil, and what's the last one? Connecting it to something that's ma'rifa. But listen. Attaching it to something ma'rifa, that's the same thing as attaching it to a pronoun. Because the pronoun's ma'rifa. You can say haluhu or halu Muhammad. Muhammad's condition. It's ma'rifa now. Haluhu, it's ma'rifa. So we're saying haluhu tayyibun, that's ma'rifa, that's nakira. Harun, are you with me? You understand that? When we say you can attach it to a pronoun like baytuhu or baytuka, that means attaching it to a ma'rifa, because the pronouns, the pronouns. Barakallahu fikum. You're going to study this later. Okay. The pronouns, afwan, the things that are ma'rifa and levels, some things are more known to others, more known than others. Yeah. Some things are more known than others. So let me ask you, what's more known? The noun or the pronoun? What's known? What's more known? The noun or the pronoun? No, the pronoun. So this in Arabic, the pronoun. If I say he went, you know who I'm talking about. But if I say Muhammad went, you're gonna say, whoa, who's Muhammad? I have to say Muhammad Yusuf. I have to say Muhammad Ali. In Arabic, the pronoun is the first thing that's ma'rifah. Then the noun. All right. So if anything is connected to something that's ma'rifah, is ma'rifah. So we have haluhu tayyibun. That's ma'rifah wa nakira. You all are after me. هذا الرجل مسلم. No books. There's nothing on the screen. Nothing on the screen. I have it like that on purpose. Haluhu tayyibun. Lahu. What does lahu mean? He has. What? I'm going to ask brothers and sisters online. What are we studying? What chapter are we in? What is the lesson? Brothers and sisters online. What is our lesson? This is our lesson. Walahu, 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 walahu. That's our lesson. That's the lesson. It's all going back to that rajulun that's Muslim. Lahu. Y'all are after me. Lahu Rabbun Rahimun Ismuhu Allah. Ismuhu Allah. Lahu Rabbun Rahimun Ismuhu Allah. Huwa khaliqu kulli shay'in. Ya ikhwa. Brothers and sisters online. Say this smoothly. Don't muscle your way through. Just imagine like you're on a train and it's crowded, so you got to squeeze that way and you got to squeeze that way and you got to push your way. No, you're going through a train. There's nobody there. You're just going nice and smooth. There's nothing in front of you. There's no reason for you to rush. Why are you pushing? Why are you pushing? There's enough space. That's what we're saying. Why are you pushing? Why are you rushing when you speak like that? It's not a crowded train. There's nothing in front of you except you. Take your time. Huwa khaliqu kulli shay'in. So now we have khaliqu kulli shay'in. Khaliq is connected to kulli, and kulli is connected to shay. So you have to take your time. There's no way for you to stop. You have to take your time. Understand that. And you're going to do that on purpose. Huwa khaliqu kulli shay'in. La ilaha illahu. Tayyib, listen to this. Listen to this. I want you to see how it sounds when you put a shadda in a place there is no shadda supposed to be, or if you leave out a shadda on a place it's supposed to be. This is saying la ilaha, you say la ilaha. Does that mean la ilaha? No, it's la ilaha. You can't say la ilaha. Then you're supposed to say illahu, accept him. You say la ilaha ilahu. Ilahu. No, it's illahu, accept him. You can't say la ilaha ilahu. I'm gonna be looking like, what are you saying? I don't understand what you're saying. You think that just in your mind it's la ilaha illallah. You have to say it like that. Brothers and sisters online, are you with me? Your shadda has to be in the right place. And the lack of a shadda, if there's no shadda, you can't say la ilaha ilahu. No, that doesn't make sense. Illahu. Illa, accept him. If you say la ilaha, there is no God. You can't say la ilaha. Messed up to me. So we have to read it correctly. If it has a shadda, shadda it. If there's no shadda, leave it. Okay. La ilaha illahu. So you're the speaker. If it's a shadda, you're going to make that clear. You're the speaker. La ilaha illahu. Walahu dinun azimun huwa al-Islam. Now we have to, let me explain a problem here. Y'all be patient with me today. We're going to try to finish a little early today. The time is getting later. Next week, we're going to change our class after Asr. So you all bear with me. I know that the time is late. And ask Allah to reward you. Listen up. The Dhamma, why is it called Dhamma? Dhamma means to grab, to grab something together, to gather something together. Meaning you're gathering your lips together and you're pushing them up front, and it's do, boo, boo, su. You're putting your lips as far forward as you can. But listen, when it has a tanween, and this is a sukoon after a dhamma, listen to this. And that becomes a sukoon after a dhamma. The dhamma, you're going to put your lips forward for the dhamma. But the sukoon, you have to put your lips back. You can't say, Rabbun azimun, azimun, azimun. It's not going to come out. You say azimun. You have to bring your lips back. Azimun. You have to bring your lips back. Don't pronounce that noon. That what's called the tanween, and lips are still forward. You say azimun, Rabbun azimun. That's why you're like, why isn't that clear? Because your lips, you're supposed to have a sukoon. I mean, actually, I want you to follow me. We have fatha and kasr or dhamma. They're called harakat, right? They're called harakat. Brothers and sisters online, are you with me? Those are called harakat. Harakat means movements. But the sukoon means no movement. No movement. We have three movements. You have a movement that's a fatha, meaning you open your mouth. Movement that's a kasra, meaning you bring your tongue down. You have a movement that's a dhamma, meaning you gather your lips up to the front. These are three different movements. Sukoon, linguistically, is the opposite of moving. Sukoon means to be still. That's what it means linguistically. Sukoon, like sakina, means still, calm. So when you read a sukoon, and what is a tanween? A tanween is a sukoon at the end of a word, but it's not written, but it's pronounced. It's not written, but it's pronounced. It's a noon at the end of the word that's pronounced. So you have to say Rabbun Rahimun, Dinun Azimun. You have to put your lips forward for the dhamma, Dinu. After you say nu, you have to bring your lips back and say Dinun. Don't say Dinun Azimun. Dinun Azimun. Azimun. Somebody say Dimun, because they're bringing their lips back and it's taking too long. Brothers and sisters online, did you understand what I'm trying to say? It might be difficult just hearing it, but don't pronounce that noon, and your lips are still forward. You have to move it back quickly. So you all are after me. Walahu dinun azimun. Azimun. You want to pronounce that noon, and your lips are back, clearly back. There's no dhamma in your noon that has a sukoon. Brothers and sisters and online, you understand that? There is no sound of a dhamma in that noon that has a sukoon. Y'all understand that? There's no sound of it. Dinun azimun. It's not clear because your lips are forward. That's why. This is sukoon, not a dhamma. Sukoon. Let's read. You have to be fasih. You have to be very clear. Your pronunciation has to be clear. So you have to dominate the movement of your mouth. You have to control it. You have to dominate it. You have to own your mouth. Buy your mouth. That's why I should tell the student, buy your mouth with a lot of review. Buy it. You know, it's like you don't own it now. Buy it. Own it with a lot of review. Let's read. وَلَهُ دِينٌ عَظِيمٌ هُوَ الْإِسْلَامِ وَلَهُ نَبِيٌّ كَرِيمٌ وَلَهُ نَبِيٌّ كَرِيمٌ اسمه محمد محمد. Don't say Muhammad. Muhammad. Ma. Open your mouth. Don't say Muhammad. Muhammad. Make that clear after the day. Don't say Muhammad. Ismuhu Muhammadun. Muhammadun. Muhammad. Now make that clear. Open your mouth. Why is it called a fatah? Why do they call it lamp? A light? Why do they call it a door? Why do they call it fatah? Why do they call it a book? Why do they call it a fatah? Because you have to open your mouth. Fatah means to open. They don't say Muhammad. Say Muhammad. Open your mouth. Ismuhu Muhammadun. Alayhi salatu wassalam. I'm just going to mention this briefly. There's different ways to give the peace and blessings upon the Prophet. This is by two nouns. Alayhi is on him. Alayhi on him. As-salah and as-salam. Those are nouns. There's another way to do it by a verb. Instead of saying as-salah, you say sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Salam is the verb of salam. Salah is the verb of salah. So many brothers, they mix it up. They say sallallahu alayhi wa salam. It can't be sallallahu alayhi wa salam. No, it have to be sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. You want to say the other way, you say alayhi as-salatu wa salam. But you can't say sallallahu alayhi wa salam. If you're going to use the verb is salah wa sallam. The verb is salah wa sallam. Sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Those are verbs. If you want to do it the noun, where you say alayhi as-salatu wa salamu. You can't mix them both together and say sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. The brothers just have sallallahu alayhi wa salam. What does that mean? Sallallahu alayhi wa salam. No, wa sallam. So the easiest way is to say alayhi as-salatu wa salam, and that's why I put this in the book. It's the easier way. Because we haven't done any verbs yet. We're not into verbs. Okay? We're going to move on. Ismuhu Muhammadun alayhi salatu wa salam. Alayhi salatu wa salam. So we want to understand from this. That we don't just have to memorize this thing, have to read it fluently, but the correct diction, the correct pronunciation, it's going to make a world of a difference. A world of a difference if you're speaking and you're reading. Now's the time. Now's the time to get your pronunciation straight. Get it straight. It's not just memorize the story. That's half the battle. Read it clearly. That when you're reading, somebody don't even know that you're American, or if you're from India, or if you're from Nigeria, or if you're from Mexico, or if you're from Kenya. They just have Fasaha. They just have Arabic. And this is the miracle of the Quran. Somebody might be reciting Quran. You don't know if he's from Bosnia or Libya. You don't know. Because now he's reciting Quran with tajweed. If he didn't have that correct diction pronunciation, you might say, oh, that's an Indonesian. Oh, that's American. I can hear him in his voice. But now when somebody learns correctly, you don't know where he's from. Brothers and sisters online, are you all with me? So now's the time. Work on your diction, your pronunciation. Work on it. Let's continue. Al-Qur'anu kitabu rabbihi. So this qaf has a dhamma. Qur. So you're going to put your lips forward for what? For the qaf. But you're going to bring your lips back for that ra. It has a sukoon on it. Qur'an. You're going to after me. Qur'an. You're not going to pronounce that ra. You're not going to read that ra except your lips have come back. There's no dhamma in your ra. Not Qur'an. It's Qur'an. You want to after me. Qur'an. So when you say Qu, you're going to put your lips forward. But when you reach that ra, your lips are already going to be back. You want to say Qu, because there's a dhamma on that qaf. But when you get to that ra, your lips are already back. It's just one haraka. You want to after me. Al-Qur'an. So when you're reading, if you say Al-Quran, Kitabu Rabbi, we understand what you're saying, but that's not how you say it. I know your goal was just to read it from memory, but Arabic class, diction and pronunciation, that's part of the battle also. Now, that has to be right. I should make a video showing how, somebody said I should make a video showing this. No, inshallah. The people learn how to read Quran all the way to now. And now I'm going to make a video. That's how they learn. That's how they learn. All the way, thousands of years. 1,400 years, 1,400 years. Yeah, man, now we need video. Damn. القرآن كتاب ربه وهو كلام رب العالمين. Let's get it straight. وهو كلام كلام رب العالمين. وهو كلام رب العالمين. رب العالمين. طيب. Let's finish this. المسلم له عبادات كلها لله وحده. Okay, I'm going to read. Y'all listen. Don't repeat after me. We're going to simplify. This is the second half. Al-Muslim lahu ibadatun. A Muslim, he has acts of worship that he does. Ibadatun is one. He has ibadatun is an extra what? Aleph what ta shows that it's plural. This is online. You all with me? Al-Muslim lahu ibadatun kulluha. All of it mean all of these acts of worship. Kulluha lillah. This is Lamul Mulk. Lamul Mulk. Lillah is for Allah. Wahdahu alone. And Muslim lahu ibadatun kulluha lillahi wahda. No, y'all just listen. Y'all gonna read after me. فصلاته وصيامه لربه تعالى. فصلاته وصيامه لربه تعالى. المسلم له عبادات كلها لله وحده. فصلاته وصيامه لربه تعالى. The first part was 3 lines. This is just 2 lines here. This is the last. This is the easy part. المسلم له عبادات كلها لله تعالى. فصلاته كلها لله وحده. فصلاته وصيامه لربه تعالى. حياته في الطاعة وفي موته الراحة. حياته في الطاعة وفي موته الراحة. حياته في الطاعة وفي موته الراحة. هذا هو المسلم. قاله طيب عندك يا عبد الصبور.
المسلم له عبادات كلها لله وحده. فصلاته وصيامه ربه تعالى. حياته في الطاعة وفي موته الراحة. هذا هو المسلم حاله طيب.
That's right. It's just the end. Deal with the first half, come with the second. That was good. End it.
المسلم له.
You have acts of worship.
المسلم له عبادات.
عباداتun.
عبادات. المسلم له عبادات كلها لله وحده.
Okay, nice and smooth again.
المسلم له عبادات.
عباداتun.
المسلم له عبادات كلها لله وحده.
So say lahu ibadatun. Keep that together. And Muslim lahu he has acts of worship. And Muslim lahu ibadatun.
له عبادات كلها لله وحده. بس صلاته.
لا, it can't be an alif lam because it has a pronoun. Salatuhu. Fasalatuhu.
صلاته وصيامه
لربه
بربي
تعالى.
ربي تعالى
ربه تعالى.
بربه تعالى.
Again, فصلاته
فصلاته وصيامه بربه تعالى وحياته في
في الطاعة.
وحياته
ليس حياته في الطاعة.
حياته في الطاعة.
His life is in obedience.
في موته
وفي موته
وفي موته
الراحة. Right? In his death is comfort. In his death is comfort. نعم.
موته الراحة. هذا هو المسلم. هذا هو الطيب.
Good. Ended it good. عندك يا غالب. عندك يا هارون.
مسلم له
What's that word? Muslim له
مسلم له عبادات كلها
كلها.
لله وحده.
Again, that's good. Nice and smooth though.
مسلم
له عبادات.
له عبادات كلها
لله وحده.
لله وحده.
Again, كلها لله وحده.
كلها لله وحده.
لله وحده.
كلها لله وحده.
طيب.
الصلاة والصيام
لربه
لربه
تعالى.
تعالى.
Again, فصلاته وصيامه.
والصلاة
Don't say فصلاته. Don't make it out of families. No shadda. فصلاته وصيامه. No.
الصلاة صيام
لي.
لربه تعالى.
نعم.
حياة
في الطاعة.
الطاعة.
حياته في الطاعة. His life is in obedience.
حياة الطاعة في الطاعة وفي
في
موته
نعم.
في موته
الراحة.
الراحة.
In his death is comfort. And what comfort is more than knowing that you're dying upon Islam? That doesn't mean that he doesn't have the agony and pain and physical pain, but what is more comfort than dying upon Islam? وفي موته الراحة. Finish up. هذا هو المسلم.
هو المسلم حاله طيب.
عندك أدرى. Good, good. Take your time. فصلاته وصيامه لربه تعالى. حياته في الطاعة. وفي موته راحة. ليس في again. وفي موته الراحة. هذا هو المسلم. نعم عندك يا أمير.
له عبادات كلها لله وحده.
Again, that's good. From the beginning, المسلم.
المسلم له عبادات
عبادات. Make it clear.
عبادات
نعم.
عبادات كلها لله وحده. فصلاته وصيامه لربه تعالى. حياته في الطاعة في الطاعة في الطاعة
وفي موته
في موته
وفي موته
وفي موته والراحة الراحة
الراحة.
الراحة
طيب.
الراحة
هذا هو المسلم.
وهذا هو المسلم.
هذا هو المسلم.
هذا هو المسلم. حاله طيب.
نعم حاله طيب. Let's read this last part together. المسلم له عبادات.
المسلم له عبادات.
المسلم له عبادات
له عبادات.
كلها لله وحده.
كلها لله وحده.
But listen up, you're going to go ibara by ibara, phrase by phrase, phrase by phrase, not word by word, phrase by phrase, phrase by phrase. You pick the phrase. You can't stop in the middle of a phrase. Brothers and sisters online, are you with me? المسلم له عبادات كلها لله وحده. This is how you review. So when you're reviewing, you're going to stop there all the time. You're going to say one line 7 times. المسلم له عبادات كلها لله وحده. المسلم له عبادات كلها لله وحده. You're not going to say sometimes المسلم له عبادات كلها لله وحده. And the other time you're going to say المسلم له عبادات كلها لله وحده. It's the whole thing. The next time you're going to say it. No. Every time you're going to say that expression, then that expression, then that expression. Brothers and sisters online, are you with me? That's how you're going to review it. And it's the same way you're going to memorize Quran. You're going to stop in the middle of that verse every time, right at that same place. If the ayat is long and you have to stop in the middle, you're going to stop there every single time. Na'am. Tayyib. المسلم له عبادات كلها لله وحده فصلاته وصيامه لربه تعالى
وصلاته وصيامه لله
لربه تعالى
لربه تعالى.
فصيامه عفوا فصلاته وصيامه لربه تعالى
صلاته وصيامه لربه.
حياته في الطاعة
حياته في الطاعة.
حياته في الطاعة
حياته في الطاعة.
وفي موته الراحة
وفي موته الراحة.
وفي موته الراحة.
وفي موته الراحة.
هذا هو المسلم.
هذا هو المسلم.
حاله طيب.
حاله طيب.
Okay, we got two more things. I'm going to show you what we're going to do next before that. Listen, this is a side benefit. This is a side benefit. Ar-ra. When you pronounce the ra, you're just going to lift your tongue up and say ar-ra. You're after me. Let it roll. When somebody has a mistake, and this mistake is in the east, we're going to take him all the way to the west, all the way to the other side. We're not going to just bring him in the middle where he needs to be. We're going to take him all the way to the other side. So you just get rid of the mistake. Until everybody say ar-ra. Now keep it up there a long time. Ar-ra. Listen, you're only going to move your tongue. If you move your lips, again, if you move your lips, you're going to have a ra with a wow in the background. You're going to say ar-ra, ar-rahman, ar-rahim, ar-raha, ar. No lips. No lips. Again, ar-ra. Just, I want you to raise your tongue up now. I want you to just read a lamb. Say after me. Say Allah. Put it up there real hard. Allah. Now put it up there real hard. Allah. Now go to the ra. Put it up there hard. No lips. Look how when you read the lamb, you didn't need your lips. You just depended on putting your tongue hard up to the roof of your mouth. No lips. Allah. Now ra. Say no lips. Ra. Brothers and sisters online, are you all with me? The ra, no lips involved. Because you're going to have a ra with a wow absorbed in it. Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim, Ar-Rahman, Ar-Ra, Ar-Ra. Tayyib. Open up your books, brothers, and look what page we're on. We're on a tremendous Tremendous chapter. We're on the tremendous chapter. Look at this hair. Bam. الدرس الثامن المضاف والمضاف إليه. Oh, mashallah, mashallah. Y'all in the big leagues now. I told him, if y'all get up to chapter 9, I'm going to have to buy y'all some green berets. Okay? Y'all are getting sharp now. This is good here. Now, we're going to start this on when? On Saturday. But on Saturday, first thing you're going to come and you're going to read this whole story. And not finished with this story. What story? That's saying Al Muslim. Al Muslim. Y'all gonna come on Saturday, you're gonna read this whole story. No help.
No stutter.
But listen, not just no stuttering. I want you to read it in Arabic, not English. Don't go, the Muslim. Not English, Arabic, not Spanish. You know what I'm saying? Not Swahili. You understand what I'm saying? Not Wolof. You understand what I'm saying? Not Fulani. Not French. Nuh-uh. In Arabic. Nuh-uh. So you get your pronunciation straight. I'm not just looking at that you memorize this. It's not an issue of memorization. If somebody said, هذا الرجل مسلم حاله حسن. It's good. If he didn't say طيب, he said حسن. Good. له رب كريم. He didn't say رب رحيم. No problem. But make sure you read it correctly. What the correct pronunciation? For now, brothers and sisters online, and you are with me. Read it with some type of honor or some type of pronunciation that you sound like you studied Arabic. Somebody hears you like, MashaAllah. Not for that sake, but you recognize that you speak Arabic. Now, if it's no shadda, no shadda. If there's a shadda, make it a shadda. Convince me that you studied. Convince me. I'm not convinced. Convince me. You want to be sharp. This is just lesson number 6, number 7, and 8. This is your opportunity now. Don't wait to the end of the book when you got Fit Mubarak and Fit Ahmad and everything. And when you're reading, you could have fooled me out here. I'm sorry. So now is the time. Now is the time. Diction, pronunciation. We don't be satisfied like a lot of people are. Don't be satisfied with understanding. I understand it. It's half the battle. So this is a big chapter. We're not going to even look at any of the sentences. But this is lesson number 8. I'm just going to ask one question and we're finished. What's lesson number 1? Lesson number 1. What's the first lesson? Damir munfasil. That's a rule. There's no way you can learn Arabic without knowing all of them. How many pronouns was it? 12. What's lesson number 2? Damir muttasil. What does muttasil mean? It's attached to the word. Okay. Lesson number 3. What was lesson number 3? And nakira and ma'rifah. It was important at that time to study that. Definite and indefinite. What makes something definite? Alif lam. What else? Getting attached to something that's ma'rifah. Now we don't have to say get attached to a pronoun and then get into something that pronouns is ma'rifah. We know. So we know it's 2 things. Yeah, Abdul-Sabah, are you with me? Brothers and sisters online, are you with me? That it's attached, that it's have an alif lam, or it's attached to something that's ma'rifah. Are pronouns ma'rifah? Yes. Are pronouns ma'rifah? Yes. Damn. Lesson number 4. Lesson number 4. Al-Mudhakkar wal-Mu'annaf. Can you learn Arabic without overlooking that? No. Is a Mudhakkar or Mu'annaf, is it also connected to something that's plural and singular? Right. So you're going to say Kutub Tayyibatun. You need to know that. So as soon as you finish that, what's the chapter that's after that? Al-Mufrad wal-Muthanna wal-Jama'. Brothers and sisters online, you all with me? Okay. That's lesson number 5. Lesson number 6. What was it? Ism Ishara. Laysa kadhalik. Name the Ism Ishara. Name them. What's the first 2? Hada wa what? No. Have the what? Have the what? Have the. What's next after that? That what took. What's after that? How what? What's after that? Hunaka. Sorry, that's number 6. Lesson number 7. Lamul mulk. Do you need this in Arabic, or you can overlook that? Do you need it? Son. This is what we have taken so far. Now we reached to lesson number 8. It's a very important thing. I'm going to show you what it means, and we're going to stop here. Lesson number 8 gives you the choice of saying something in a detailed manner or in a summarized manner. In a detailed manner, sometimes the matter might need details. Or you just want to say it real quick in a brief manner. You have the choice. The first manner is what? Lamul mulk. You can use lamul mulk, and the other way is leaving off lamul mulk. We're going to just be 2 sentences, and we're finished. We're going to study it later. Brothers and sisters online, listen to what I'm saying. This chapter that we're studying here, it teaches 2 ways to say one thing. One is the detailed way. That's what the lamul mulk. The other way is the brief way, which is called mudaf ilay. Let's look at the first sentence. هذا البيت لعبد-ال-Hamid. This house is for Abdul-Hamid. Look at the other way you could say that. هذا بيت عبد-ال-Hamid. So bait, I attached it to something that's ma'rifah. The first sentence has al-bait, has al-bait. I got that ma'rifah for bringing the alif lam. هذا البيت لعبد-ال-Hamid. The next sentence, I just say, this is the quick way. هذا بيت عبد-ال-Hamid. This is Abdul-Hamid's house. The first one is, this house is for Abdul-Hamid. And I just say, this is Abdul-Hamid's house. Brothers and sisters online. So we had to study before this, what? We had to study Lamul Mulk first. We had to get that out of the way. Brothers and sisters online, are you still there? Are you still there with us? I know we went long. I just want to give you a little taste of the soup before you come back. When you come back, it's going to have some stew. It's going to have some meat and potatoes in it. I'm just giving you a taste of the broth. Y'all got that? All right, now. Let's look at one more sentence. هذا القلم لحفصة. We don't even have to go into actually what this means. This pen is for Hafsa. There's a lamul mulk. Look at al-qalam. It has the alif lam. What does the alif lam mean? That is ma'rifah. هذا القلم لحفصة. Or you could say هذا قلم حفصة. Where did we get the ma'rifah? We attached the qalam to something that's ma'rifah. When did we learn that? On lesson number 3. On how we make something from nakirah to ma'rifah. Abdul-Sabah, are you with me? When did we learn that? We learned that from lesson number 3. Brothers and sisters online, are you with me? MashaAllah. Okay, we're going to stop here. I'm just giving you a taste of the broth. So y'all come back with your handkerchiefs or your napkins, your mindil. Because now it's on now. It's on. But y'all have to come, barakallah fikum, on Saturday and have that story together. Now, nice with diction, try your best, try your best to read it. We're going to stop here. I pray that Allah aid you all. Pray that Allah facilitate for you all that you need. We're going to stop here. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. I'm going to send a letter. I don't know if Saturday we're going to be after Asr. We have to make sure we have a place after Asr. And today it was women over here after Asr. So it's going to be very close to Ramadan. We're going to wait until that first week of Ramadan. Because we have an extension in the masjid, and the masjid should be open. We, brothers and sisters, we have our class on the women's side of the masjid. In our masjid, at night, we're in the women's part of the masjid. So we can't just change the Asr and there's women over here. Understand? So we have to secure for ourselves a place. So inshallah, I'm going to announce. But we're still after Isha. I know it's late. I ask you all to be patient. And we probably just have one more week. One more week after Isha. And then after that week, we'll be going after Asr, inshallah. May Allah reward you all. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك اشهد ان لا اله الا انت استغفرك واتوب